Alright, welcome back. I'm going to go over Trinket Armory today. So we go into the smithy and then the armory and the trinkets tab. So this is an account I haven't really done anything on, so everything is blank. Okay. So here we have 5 different collections. We have House Martell, House Arryn, House Mormont, Targaryen, and Mandalay. Each one has 3 trinkets available, except House Martell. We don't know what the other 2 are. I'll get to that in a second. But each of these are different trinkets that are available. House Mandalay is the newest one. So this one is the Ranger's Quiver. So we'll equip that. The Sand Saddle Steed, Sand Steed Saddle, which I don't have. And then the 7-pointed star, which I don't have. Now, in order to go in and craft those, this little trophy button up in the banner next to the name, click that, and it will take me to the recipes for that collection. So, in order to craft trinkets, if you watched my other video about how to craft trinkets, you have to start at level 1. Now, I don't know if I have any mats for some of these in this account, which I don't. But anyways, we go from level 1 up through to level 5. To level 10. And so on, all the way up. Okay. The next one is the House Targaryen. This is the Livestock Cleaver, which I don't have. Amber Strong Wine, I'll display that. And then this one is the Dance of Dragons trinket. And again, if I go press the little trophy, it takes me in, and it looks like I can forge at least one of these. So let's see if I can get a good gamble. Okay, so gambling on this one with green basic mat, or the green advanced mat rather, and a yellow advanced mat. We'll do forge. And we'll speed up, and it came out legendary. Woohoo! Now, I might lose it on this gamble, but let's take our chances here and see how good I can get it. Okay, if you look down at my odds, it shows I have a 45% chance of it being yellow, and the odds go varying from there. And it came out legendary again. So we'll try one more time, because that's all I've got the mats for. And it came out common. That's okay. I am totally okay with that, because, again, I don't do much with this account. Okay, and then House Mormont is the Vintner's Goblet, the Winter Rose Necklace, and Stalwart Claw. House Arryn is the Falcon Shield, Wildling Bone Needle, and Rampant Emblem. House Martell, the only one we have is Venomous Whip, which came from September of 2020, which I know I don't have in this account. So I may have the materials for the claw. Let's see. Looks like I don't. Now, each collection has its own stats that it goes with. House Mandalay, it's the sealed crafting efficiency, troop attack versus player, and infantry health versus player, and infantry defense versus player's ranged. So you can see that each one of them has a different requirement. They're all the same requirements to unlock each of 4 stats, but the stats are all different. House Targaryen is march speed, attack at a seat of power, ranged defense versus player, infantry attack versus player's cavalry. House Mormont training speed, march size versus seats of power, infantry attack while marching versus player, and ranged attack versus player's infantry. House Arryn training capacity, troop defense versus player, cavalry health versus player, cavalry attack versus player's ranged. In House Martell, we have training capacity so far, and troop health versus player. Those are the only 2. Now, with Martell, it says, more coming soon. When you go into the collections, this little eye next to the collection will give you a breakdown of all of the points. So the sweet spot for the collections, for each of the trinket collections, is right about here, this 105. Now, 105 is recommended because that gives you the best stats versus cost. So when you're looking at the armory collections, you want to look at what is your best payout for the amount of materials you use to get to that level. So 105 is the sweet spot on the Trinket Armory. And for event gear, again, it's woefully empty on this account. But for the gear, the sweet spot is 168. So how can you get materials for trinkets? So WB has different events that release trinket materials at different times of the month. They've been doing these a lot. So you have the Trinkets and Tribulations. This is an event where you go and you kill any non-event creature on the map to earn points. Each creature has a different level, and they drop random materials for the various trinkets. And it usually doesn't pick any one particular season, it's a random drop. And then the Tinkering with Trinkets, this is where you actually craft them and get rewards. So here we're getting rewards for various trinkets, and we're getting the flux, which is needed. That's this little button thing that's needed to craft past event trinkets. But these are rewards, some of them. So there's the sand saddle. So yeah. Anyways, if you haven't watched the video where I actually go through crafting trinkets in my other accounts, then please go check that out, and I'll tell you in that video how to actually go through and craft trinkets. I just showed you a little bit here. They go into much more detail in that previous video. So again, crafting armory and trinkets, and those are what we've got right now. If you have any questions, I am in the Citadel server, and my name is ZK. You can come and find me. Have a good day.